I'm delighted to be working with migrant leaders. It's a real inspiration, and I love mentoring, and I really enjoy the mentees that I work with at the moment. And I learn so much from every conversation with them. And it's also really nice to hear from my fellow mentors as well. Thanks for sharing, Ashima, a great career story on your side. Um, so as you can see here a few pictures to show you my journey. Started off in the southwest of England, born and brought up in the south of England in Wiltshire and Oxfordshire. Um, Went to university in Cambridge, and I was drawn there by two things. One of them was the opportunity to study chemistry. It's a broad-based natural sciences curriculum there, and I chose to specialize in chemistry in the third and fourth year. Also drawn into that because I had the opportunity to be a music scholar alongside being a science undergraduate. The picture you can see is not of me, but it is of one of my successors. And that was the view I had of the chapel in Downing College when I used to play the organ for chapel services and conduct the choir, which is a really nice balance as something as more than a hobby, felt like at times a second career alongside studying chemistry, and a lovely privilege to do both of those things. I wanted to do a PhD, and I also wanted to experience a different type of university setting. So decided to leave Cambridge after 4 years, went to the University of Sussex in Brighton on the south coast. That's a picture of Brighton Beach, and I'm not afraid to say one of the reasons that I wanted to study at Sussex was because it's by the sea. It's a lovely place to live, very vibrant, edgy, dynamic city. The flat I lived on in the first year, you would be able to see if you panned that camera about 10 degrees to the left as you see it. So sea view opened up onto the seafront there. Also a great university for chemistry. Really was drawn to the professors' chemistry that I worked under, and also the atmosphere and the vibe within the team. Got the opportunity to do three things beyond my studies at the university there. So as I mentioned in my bio, I am a person of faith, and I was part of a church community there. That's St. Luke's there, Prestonville, which was the church I was part of there. I'm also a keen musician, and alongside studying, I played in the band for Fame, the musical, which we put on in the student group. And I had 3 months at the University of Mainz in Germany to study and learn there. And I think that really took me into a place where I recognized I could enjoy, I could learn from and feel part of a community abroad. So I then looked for opportunities to continue my academic career in Germany after finishing at Sussex, and with the same professor, but at a different university that he had subsequently moved to. I had the opportunity and privilege to study in Aachen for 2 years as a postdoctoral researcher. I was supervising students, doing some of my own work, and teaching in laboratories, as well as writing papers, and enjoying the academic experience. From Germany, I then came back to the UK. I felt quite a personal draw back to my country of origin, so went back to the UK and got a job with Infinium as a technologist, doing more laboratory chemistry, then was promoted to be a team leader, had the opportunity to run a customer account with one of our major oil industry customers, traveled around the world, working with and meeting people in that organization. And over the last few years, I have been a new business development manager, which I can decode that for you as being looking for things that are profitable for Infinium to do when cars have engines removed and batteries replacing them, and fuel tanks removed and an electric drivetrain in place. So this is for the energy transition away from downstream petrochemicals into green tech. And my job is to find things for us to do in that space in order to support the energy transition. So a few things that I've learned, and things I wish I had learnt sooner. And I wish somebody had told me when I was 21 and not 45 that these things are important. So speaking to the 21-year-old version of myself, I would say value and nurture your network. And I put that deliberately at the top of the list. I think this is a great forum for networking, and I would take any opportunity that comes your way to just enrich your life by meeting people and somehow get in contact with them. Social media is great for that, and then finding a way to stay connected and use that to grow and nurture your network. Also invest in yourself, invest in those around you. I think mentoring is a terrific way to do this, and you're never too young or inexperienced to be a mentor for somebody. So start mentoring young and enjoy the experience, learn from it. Enjoy what you do, or do something else. I certainly would have made those choices at any point. Make time for well-being, creativity, and as you go along, balance pragmatism and ambition, and that will be a balance that will change as your life goes along. So those are a few things that I wish somebody had told me when I was the age of the mentees that are gathered here. So I offer you that for your own reflections. And yeah, thanks for having me, and thanks for having me part of this organisation. I always enjoy my mentoring experiences through migrant leaders.